Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the news from Saba Satellite Channel from Madrid. Let's begin with the headlines.
Tariq Saleh leads Yemen's delegation to climate summit in Brazil.
Prime Minister orders investigation into Al Urqub tragic accident.
OIC condemns Israel settlement expansion in occupied Jerusalem.
We begin tonight with Yemen's participation on the global stage, where a member of the Presidential Leadership Council, Tariq Saleh, has arrived in Brazil to represent the country at a major international climate gathering. Tariq Saleh landed in the city of Belém, leading Yemen's delegation to the climate summit, and was received by Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva.
The summit takes place ahead of the 30th United Nations Climate Change Conference COP30, scheduled from November 10 to 21, where world leaders will discuss global commitments to combat climate change and accelerate a just transition toward clean energy. Yemen's participation reflects its commitment to addressing the impact of climate change while highlighting national efforts in clean energy, green reconstruction, and sustainable water management, reaffirming its presence in global environmental forums.
Turning now to national news, the government has moved swiftly following the tragic Al Urqub road accident in Abiyan Governorate, which claimed the lives of several citizens earlier this week. Prime Minister Salam Saleh bin Warek has issued a decision forming a high-level investigative committee headed by the Minister of Transport to determine the causes of the accident and ensure accountability for any negligence.
The committee, which also includes the Minister of Public Works, Health and the Governor of Abiyan, has 7 days to submit a full report to the Cabinet. The Prime Minister further ordered urgent inspections of the mountain roads, upgrades to emergency response systems, and financial aid for victims' families, reaffirming the government's commitment to public safety and transparency.
In the context of Yemen's broader efforts to strengthen governance and safety across key sectors, the government continues its dialogue with international partners on critical economic and humanitarian issues. In the interim capital Aden, Minister of Transport Dr. Abdus Salam Humaid met with Rodiger Jan Metzger, economic advisor to the UN Special Envoy to Yemen, to discuss aviation, maritime and land sport safety, alongside economic and humanitarian developments.
The minister warned the Houthi militia control of the Air Navigation Center in Sana'a poses a major risk to civil aviation, noting that Aden International Airport remains a safe national gateway for the Yemenis. He also revealed the seizure of the 50 containers containing drone manufacturing materials of Aden port, underscoring the dangers of smuggling operations. The United Nations team, meanwhile, pledged to raise these issues before the Security Council and support efforts to improve transport, safety, and economic reforms.
And from regional partnerships to international cooperation, Yemen reaffirmed its commitment to working with the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organizations, UNESCO. In the Uzbek city of Samarkand, Education Minister Tariq Al-Akbari addressed the 43rd UNESCO General Conference, reiterating Yemen's dedication to strengthening cooperation in education, culture, and heritage preservation.
The minister said Yemen continues to confront the smuggling of cultural artifacts caused by the war triggered by the Houthi militia through new legislation and international partnership to recover stolen heritage. He welcomed UNESCO's recent decision to support Yemen under Agenda Item 47, describing it as an act of global solidarity, and emphasized that education and culture remain central to peace and sustainable development.
Continuing Yemen's series of high-level meetings with international partners, the government is also strengthening cooperation in key development and food security sectors. In the interim capital, Aden, Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Fisheries Salam Al-Suqatri met with FAO's acting resident representative Adam Yao to discuss expanding joint agriculture and fisheries projects across the country.
The minister commended the organization's ongoing effort to support farmers and fishermen and called for a greater coordination with the donors and development agencies to enhance its impact. The FAO official reaffirmed the organization's commitment to supporting Yemen's food security and improving the livelihoods of vulnerable communities in partnership with the ministry.
And in health sector, Yemen continues to build strategic partnerships aimed at improving healthcare quality and strengthening medical services nationwide. In the interim capital aiding, the Higher Medical Council and Prince Mohammed bin Salman Hospital signed a cooperation agreement to enhance medical training, improve healthcare standards, and expand specialized services for patients.
Minister of Health Dr. Qasim Bouhaybeh described the agreement as an important step toward integrating public and private healthcare institutions, praising the hospital's advanced services and its contribution to national health development. The Higher Medical Council said the partnership will help standardize medical practice and professional licensing, while the hospital pledged to continue training local staff and expanding services in cardiology, surgery, and intensive care.
Continuing with Yemen's growing participation in global partnerships, the country reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening Arab-Chinese cooperation in media and technology. At the 7th China-Arab States Broadcasting and Television Cooperation Forum held in Chongqing, Yemen's delegation, led by Iskandar al-Asbahi, called for establishing a joint digital media training center to build Arab expertise in cybersecurity, AI, and data journalism.
Al-Asbahi highlighted the historic friendship and development partnership between Yemen and China and praised advance in media and communication technology achievements. He said he could inspire modern Arab media systems. The forum's final system emphasized the innovation, artificial intelligence, and youth exchange as key pillars for future cooperation, while expressing hope that next year's Arab-Chinese Summit in China will further expand joint initiative in media, technology, and cultural exchange.
Following Yemen's recent engagements with international partners in development and food security, the country's diplomacy continues, this time highlighting its long-standing partnership with Germany. With Germany, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriates Mustafa Nu'man attended a ceremony in Riyadh, marking German Unity Day, organized by the German embassies in Yemen and Saudi Arabia.
Nu'man praised Germany's decades of political and development support for Yemen, extending warm congratulations to the German government and people on their National Day. German Ambassador Thomas Schneider reaffirmed Berlin's commitment to Yemen's unity and stability, pledging continued development assistance and support for the United Nations peace efforts, while condemning Houthi escalations, including attacks on United Nations offices and the detention of staff.
In the same context, the government is intensifying its focus on food security in the fight against malnutrition. In the interim capital Aden, Deputy Minister of Planning and International Cooperation Dr. Nizar Basuhaib met with the representatives of the World Food Programme and UNICEF to discuss joint efforts to improve food security and combat malnutrition across the country.
The talks also explored localizing nutritional industries and strengthen coordination between United Nations agencies and government institutions to support vulnerable families and enhance self-reliance. Dr. Basuhaib warned that the decline in donor funding could worsen malnutrition levels, stressing that food security is a top national priority. United Nations officials reaffirmed their commitment to supporting humanitarian and development programs that improve nutrition and resilience nationwide.
And as Yemen steps up its participation in international development and sustainability efforts, the focus is also shifting to local environmental action at home. In Marib Governorate, Deputy Governor Dr. Abdurrabbu Muftah inaugurated the Sustainable Climate Forum, bringing together civil society organizations and environmental experts to discuss the region's growing climate and ecological challenges.
Dr. Miftah underscored the need for collective local and international cooperation to address the impact of climate change and promote responsible resource management for the sustainable living. The forum presented studies on environmental challenges and civil society's role in addressing them, while participants offered practical solutions and recommendations to enhance coordination and to strengthen the environmental resilience in the governorate.
We now move to international news, where the Organization of Islamic Cooperation has issued a strong condemnation of new Israeli settlement plans in occupied Palestinian territory. In a statement from Jeddah, the OIC denounced Israel's approval of 356 new settlement units in occupied Jerusalem, describing it as a war crime under international law and a violation of United Nations resolutions, including Security Council Resolution 2334.
The organization also warned of the growing violence by the extremist settlers in the occupied West Bank, calling on the international community to act swiftly to end impunity and hold those responsible to account for the crimes committed against the Palestinian people.
This has been the news from Saba Satellite Channel from Marib. Thank you for watching and have a good time.
Have a great time.